History turns a page. For the first time, a pope born in the United States now leads the Catholic Church. His journey from Chicago's South Side suburbs to the Vatican is a story spanning continents and decades of service. Robert Francis Prevost, born in Chicago, grew up in Dolton, Illinois. His family background is a rich mix, including French, Italian, and a Louisiana Creole maternal line tracing back to New Orleans' 7th Ward. Young Bob, or Rob Prevost, felt a call to the priesthood early, even playing Mass at home with his brothers. His path took him to St. Augustine Seminary High School in Michigan. After earning a math degree at Villanova University and Augustinian College, he pursued theological studies in Chicago, teaching physics and math along the way. His commitment deepened, leading him to join the Order of St. Augustine, taking vows, and later being ordained a priest in Rome. A significant chapter of his life unfolded in Peru. Prevost served multiple stints there, dedicating over a decade to missionary work. He was a parish pastor, a seminary teacher and administrator, and worked in diocesan roles. He even rode horses to reach remote communities. During his time in Peru, particularly in the 1990s, Prevost was outspoken. He criticized the government of President Alberto Fujimori, highlighting the victims of military violence and government corruption. He later reiterated this stance, calling on Fujimori to apologize for injustices. Returning to the United States, Prevost led his Augustinian province in Chicago. He then served 2 consecutive terms as the prior general of the entire Augustinian order, based in Rome. This elevated him to a prominent international role within his religious order. In 2014, Pope Francis appointed him to lead the Diocese of Chiclayo back in Peru. He was consecrated a bishop there and became a naturalized Peruvian citizen. As bishop, he focused on issues like integral ecology, even appointing a woman to head the relevant diocesan commission. During his time as prior provincial and bishop, Prevost faced scrutiny regarding the handling of abuse accusations within the Augustinian order and his diocese. While critics raised concerns, the Diocese of Chiclayo stated he followed procedures, met with victims, and initiated investigations, sending results to the Vatican. Journalist Pedro Salinas highlighted Prevost's consistent support for victims of abuse, seeing it as a reason Francis trusted him. Pope Francis clearly saw something special in Prevost. He steadily advanced his career, appointing him to various significant Vatican congregations overseeing clergy and bishops. This consistent elevation signaled Francis's trust and brought Prevost into the inner workings of the Roman Curia. His ascent culminated in January 2023, when Francis appointed him prefect of the dicastery for bishops. This is a pivotal role in recommending and evaluating episcopal candidates globally. This position significantly raised his profile, positioning him as a potential, albeit unexpected, contender for the papacy. Leading into the 2025 conclave, Prevost was considered a dark horse. He was an ally of Francis but an American, a factor some saw as a hurdle due to geopolitical concerns. Yet supporters described him as a dignified middle-of-the-road figure. On the second day, after just 4 ballots, white smoke emerged. He was elected pope. He chose the name Leo XIV. This choice is a clear nod to Pope Leo XIII, known for establishing modern Catholic social teaching, especially concerning labor rights. The Vatican noted the name reflects a concern for the changing world, citing artificial intelligence as a new challenge for human dignity. Stepping onto the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica, the new Pope Leo XIV wore traditional red papal vestments not typically seen under Pope Francis. For his first Mass, he used a ceremonial staff originally used by Pope Benedict XVI. These sartorial choices offer glimpses into his approach. Pope Leo XIV has emphasized that church leadership must prioritize faith over administration. He focuses on communicating the beauty of the faith. He supports the synodal process championed by Francis, seeing it as a way to address polarization by promoting listening and shared responsibility among the faithful. On social and political fronts, Prevost aligns with standard church teaching, opposing abortion and euthanasia. He has spoken out against the Russian invasion of Ukraine, calling it imperialist. He also advocates for stronger church action on climate change, suggesting dominion over nature isn't tyrannical. Intriguingly, his United States voting record shows participation in both Democratic and Republican primaries over the years. He has expressed views on United States immigration policies and has criticized figures like J.D. Vance. He's known to be close to Cardinal Blase Cupich, considered a progressive voice in the American hierarchy. Beyond his religious life, Pope Leo XIV is an avid language learner, speaking multiple languages, including some Quechuan from his time in Peru. He describes himself as an amateur tennis player and is a lifelong fan of the Chicago White Sox and Villanova basketball. He even plays Wordle and Words with friends with his brothers. From a suburban Chicago upbringing and years serving the poor in Peru, to a leadership role in Rome, and now the highest office in the Catholic Church, Pope Leo XIV's journey is truly unique. As the first American pontiff, the world watches to see how his diverse experiences will shape his papacy.